Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Racing Show here at RacePlazaMedia, and today we'll be taking a look at the 24-hour series powered by Hankook. Let's get into it. So today, as always, with an upcoming series or upcoming event, we'll cover the basics, what, when, where, and we're also going to do some math at the end.
No! God, please, no! No!
So if you love math, stick around. If you don't love math, don't worry about it. I'm doing the math for you, so don't even worry about it. Listen, guys, it'll be all right. So what is the 24 hours series powered by Hankook? What is it? So it is essentially a endurance championship that covers that only has 6, 12, and 24-hour racing events. How does the qualifying work in an event like this? You have 3 qualifying sessions per competing vehicle, with a 10 or 15 minute qualifying sessions each, and a 5-minute interval. Is that how you say it? And a 5-minute break in between those sessions. There are also different stipulations when it comes to the qualifying itself. So for example, for Q1, it needs to be an AM driver. An AM driver is essentially a rookie driver or amateur driver. In qualifying 2, it can't be the same driver as in Q1. It needs to be a different one. And in Q3, once again, it has to be a different driver compared to the other 2. If for whatever reason your team doesn't have 3 racers, one of the other ones can go again. However, the way the qualifying time is used to set the starting grid is you take qualifying time of each of them, you add them together, and then you divide them by 3. If you have less than 3 drivers, it is divided by 2, and if you have less than 1 driver, it is just divided by 1. So when is the 24-hour series starting? Hey guys, I have to interrupt myself right here for a moment because unfortunately, since the recording of the video, some changes have been made to the schedule, and the 24-hour race in Dubai has been postponed to January 27th, which will be a week after the 6-hour race in Abu Dhabi. And where is it happening? It is happening in Dubai is the first race. And where can you watch it? You can watch it actually on YouTube for free. Those legends from the 24 series, they make it available for you to watch and rewatch it, of course. I will put in a link below because there are other places where you can watch it depending on the area. But in general, on YouTube, which is really awesome. I love that. As always, I'd like to cover how can you participate in the 24-hour series. You have to have a FIA bronze license at a minimum. International license. That's really the minimum requirement because every team needs to have an AM driver. So you can just be a rookie driver who doesn't have a lot of experience, and then you can join. I guess you just need to find you need to find a team. That leads me into the math section of today's video that we've been waiting for. What if you don't have a team to join? No problem, guys. We're gonna go through it, how much it would cost you to register your own team. Hey guys, I need to interrupt myself one more time because while I was editing the video, I realized that math ain't mathin', and I figured I'll just redo this part because I'm interrupting myself already. I interrupted myself once already, so might as well do it again. But I wanted to hopefully get a little bit more of a realistic number of what we're looking at. So I figured I'll redo this part as well. So we are registering a team at the 24-hour series in Dubai, and we're gonna calculate how much it will cost us. So first things first, how many people we're taking? I figured, well, there will be 10 of us. There'll be 3 racers and 7 people in the pit. I don't know if that's realistic. I don't know if that's not enough people, or maybe even, I can't imagine it's too many people. I could imagine it's not being enough, but we're just gonna do 10 people, and that's what we're gonna have to just deal with. I found flight and accommodations for about $1,200 a person, round trip flight from LA to Dubai, and staying in a hotel that's about 12 minutes away from the track. And I do believe the hotel also comes with breakfast, which is perfect because on the 24-hour series website, I found catering information, and catering for the whole week, I believe, will run us about $475 on top of the 1200. However, that will cover lunch and dinner for the crew, so very important. So everyone is fed and has a place to sleep, which is important. Then I figured what category will we be registering in. So I opted for the TCX category. It is on the cheaper end, but I figured because we are all new to this, let's not, you know, go crazy with it. And then there's different packages that you can decide to, you know, buy or register for, and those give you different things. So I opted for the medium package, which will give us one private session on the track, and I believe it's a 2-hour session where we have access to the track to, I believe, also, you know, drive around and practice for the drivers. The medium package is a little bit cheaper than the complete or, you know, large package, however they want to call it. And that larger package does come with another private session, but I figured one is enough for us. We are good enough that one will be enough for the crew. However, I did opt to upgrade us to early access, so that means we have access on Monday to the pit instead of on Tuesday, which I think will be good for us to get familiarized with the situation, get set up, you know, because we're all pretty new to this. Then I do want to point out also that the pit or our box, we will be sharing with 2 other teams. There is an option to upgrade to either just share it with one other team or to have one by yourself. But I figured because we're new, it might be actually good to have some experienced people around to exchange. And then, you know, hopefully it won't be too cramped, but that'll be all right. Will be all right. So then I decided to also invest in a rental. So you have to get like it's called the X2 Race Link, and you have to also get like a display for the car. So you can choose to buy these things or you can rent them. So I opted to rent them this time around because the RaceLink has different, you know, devices that you can use, and I figured we'll rent one, see how we like it, and if we do actually like it, we can invest one for the future. The rental of that will run us about $1,500. Then let's get into the nitty-gritty of this. Tires. So there's a list of tires, different tires that you can buy. You have to get them through Hankook, which is the tire provider for the 24-hour series. I couldn't figure out how many tires is the maximum you're allowed to take, but I think on Le Mans you can take 24 sets for the GT series. So I figured we'll get 24 sets of tires, and then we'll get 4 sets of rain tires. I hope it won't rain, but I did look up, and in Dubai, January is the time where you might get some rain. So I figured it is too risky of a gamble not to take it. And if we do well enough, maybe we can some sponsors, and the tires that we have left over, we'll just take into the next race. But I figured we'll take 24 sets of regular tires, and then I don't know if that's allowed, but we're gonna take another 4 sets of rain tires, which I hope we won't need, but it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So I believe that should cover everything that we need to register for that. So let's do the math. So for the medium package to register for TCX, it will run us $12,250 euros, actually, I'm sorry. No taxes included, so just keep that in mind. We're gonna run, it's gonna run us $12,000 for travel and accommodation for 10 people. And goodness, it's very expensive. Then we're gonna add $475 for catering. We're gonna do a $1,500, we're gonna pay for the rental of the devices that we need for the car. We're gonna spend the extra 600 euros to get early access to the pits, as I said. And then, hang on, let me get a pen in here. So this is the number that we're at right now. And then we are gonna do, so the tires that I picked, I just picked one from the list. As I said, I didn't quite know what would work well, so I'm gonna pick a medium price tire, which will cost us $331 euros, sorry, times 4 times 24. Is that a realistic number? That can't be. We're spending 30,000 on tires? Because it says $331 per tire. We need 4 of them, obviously. And if we get 24 sets, holy macaroni. Is that how they say? Okay. Is that really that expensive? Holy if it is. And then, sorry, I forgot. The rain tires are fortunately the same price. So, times 4 times 4, 5,296. So if we take the 26A25 plus the $776 plus the rain tires, we are at a total of 63,897 euros without tax that we have to spend to get started at the 24-hour series in Dubai. And now, guys, I have some unfortunate news. On top of the $63,897, let's just round it up. We'll say $65,000 euros. Sorry, I keep saying that. 65,000 euros for it in case I forgot anything or the crew wants to get some snacks, whatever it is. So give us a little buffer. However, the 65,000 euros that we're spending, unfortunately, does not include the car. So the car comes separate. I do believe, I hope shipping is included in that. Shipping and handling of the car better included in the 65,000 euros that we're spending. And I do want to also point out, right? So we're spending the 65,000. That is just for one single race. That is just for the 24-hour series in Dubai. It is not for the whole season. It is just one race. So this is how much, so 65,000 euros is what we'll have to save up to get started. We put a link below for the Patreon, for the Kickstarter, so we can get in there next year. I'm joking. But I thought it was very interesting, the detailed information that you can find on the website. I think I mentioned it before in the video, but the website for the 24-hour series Hankook is incredible. It is very easy to access, very easy to maneuver, and I love it. Anyways, I'm gonna let old school, the other Milan, to take over again. Thanks so much. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.